Okay, everyone, and welcome to the midweek market update. So, guys, in this session, I'm going to be giving you an update on the pairs that we spoke about on our previous session. So, let us get into it. So, the first pair that we spoke about was what the Australian dollar over the Japanese yen. So, this one on the high time frame, the structure is still the same. We have this ascending structure from the breakout, having a high probability of dropping, and also on the mid time frame, that is still the case. This is having what the high probability of continuing to impulse all the way to the downside. And then now finally coming on to what our lower time frame price did eventually present us what with an entry, which it did use to execute this setup. And currently we're running in some nice profits of somewhere around maximum that was nearly 3%, but at the moment 1.73% running. And we moved our stop loss to break even. So we're currently risk-free on this setup. And then our second setup, which is what the Canadian dollar over the Swiss franc high time frame. Structure overall still the same, just having what the high probability of impulsing down. And on the lower time frame over here, price also did present us what with this is our inter time frame. And we're currently reached the maximum that was 3.8 profit, but at the moment we're running at somewhere around 2.1% profit. And then now this next pair was what the euro over the Japanese yen. So high time frame still, this is an impulsive movement, side is corrective structure. Price having a higher probability of impulsing down. And also over here, price did eventually present us what with this entry pattern that we did execute, and we're currently running off around 1 point something% profit. And we're also on a break even with this one. And our next setup, which is at the GBP over the Japanese yen. So this one also high time frame, continuous structure having a high probability of reaching the 90% roll. And then on the lower time frame, price also did present us what with this entry time frame, which we did use to execute our trade. So currently we're running at around 1.22% profit, and we did move what our stop loss to break even. Next setup, which was the New Zealand dollar over the Japanese yen. So also this one, impulsive movement, that is corrective structure, price having a high probability of impulsing all the way to the downside. So this one, we are also running around 0.94% profit. Maximum was 1.5, and we did move out our stop loss to break even. So we're currently waiting to see whether this will continue to drop in our direction. And Euro AUD high time frame, we do have what this is an impulsive movement, sideways corrective structure, price having a higher probability of continuing to impulse all the way to the downside. So this one did take me in and then move to stop me out, guys, by a few pips. So this one, this is how I executed my entry. I was stopped out by a few pips, but it doesn't matter. We are now waiting for another re-entry so we can execute. And now for our next pair, which is what the Swiss franc over the Japanese yen. So this one, impulsive movement, sideways corrective structure, price having a high probability of reaching this low. So this one also running somewhat in some deep profits of something around 1.7, and this one's about to do what's about to hit our T profit. And finally, the euro over the Swiss franc. So this one, impulsive movement, sideways corrective structure, price having a high probability of continuing to impulse down. And then now when it comes to our entry, price did present us what with this entry. This was what our entry. So we're waiting to see the price will do what will continue to drop all the way to the downside, as we are also on a risk-free setup also on this one. So yeah, guys, that is the market update on this past, mostly running in profit, and all of them are in break even. So there's no more risk attached to none of these trades. So we are trading risk-free. So the only thing that we are supposed to do on our end is to wait and see whether the market will continue to drop in our direction, and wait and see whether it'll present us with some more scaling opportunities. But for now, yeah, guys, this is going to be the end of our session. Take care, and I'll see you next time.